God's sake, where's my phone? That's not... Why is that? Just got to share, then we can start to care. Let's just check the old, you know, not you. Just listen. Hello. You going to say anything, Ben?
Hello.
Yes. Perfect. Right, now I need to share this sucker. So let's turn the volume down. Share to Twitaros. If you're in bed, hungover, or just enjoying a lie-in, then do please join me. No. Then do please join me and my peaceful voice for a spot of washing up at... Oh, hang on, let's just lowercase it. No, not you. Washing up on Washing Up Club. On Washing... Son of a biscuit, come on, don't be like that. Washing Up Club. What are you doing? And then we get the old hashtag. I know it's very early. Right, where are we? I'm ravenous now for some reason. All of a sudden I'm ravenous. Select. Copy. Don't think I'm going to get anyone watching. Pop that on the end. Yeah, washing up. If you're in bed, hungover, or just enjoying a lie-in, then please do join me in my peaceful voice for a spot of washing up on Washing Up Club. That's perfect. Tweet it. And then we share that to Facebook. I don't know if I'm going to get anyone today, not even Crummy. Okay, what are you doing? Why are you frozen? Why are you all frozen? No, we're good, we're good. Right, okay. Right, we're going to get the cat fed, even though she didn't bloody eat her food yesterday, not even a drip drop. Right, where is... So, I'm reluctantly... You know what, actually, I'm going to feed her some Cannigan. It's the stuff she doesn't really eat as much. But with a little bit of imagination, we can make it work for that little kitten. That little angelic kitten. She's so angelic. Right, this might be this is the earliest Washing Up Club I've ever done, and as a result, there might not be anyone watching. Would you watch someone at 8:30? Oh God, the reason is I've got stuff to do today. I'm not saying if I'm going out or not. I'm not an idiot. I don't like to say I'm going out if I'm, you know, streaming. It seems like an invitation almost. Maybe the stuff I'm doing is in the garden. Maybe the stuff I'm doing is on the laptop. Right, she's not going to like this either, but this is all she's getting because, you know, that's what happens to kittens who don't eat their food. They get given the backup food. And I'm leaving yesterday's food there, just in case you guys, you know what, I fancy a bit of gamey food. So yes, my week. So this week, I've been a bit busy with, I was going to do writing this week, I haven't done anything. I've been a bit preoccupied with tidying the house and line learning for an audition I had, which seemed to go okay. I found out I didn't get one audition that I kind of was hoping to get, even though if you don't hear from an audition in a certain amount of time, you kind of know you haven't got it, but it's nice to get it confirmed so you can move on. It's nicer to get it confirmed that you have got the job, but on this occasion I was confirmed that I hadn't got the job. I don't think I made an idiot of myself in the audition. I don't think I've been put on some shit list after the audition I did. I didn't get, so that's good. That's a good thing. All right, let's just get what I'm going to do is for this on this occasion. I'm going to put some water in this and mix it up. I shouldn't have washed the spoon in that case. A little bit of water. I should have put warm water in. Too late now. Well, the kitten's not really eating it anyway. It might be too hot for her. Let's just mix it up a bit, shall we? Mix it up. This is duck and chicken, of which I'm a fan of both animals when they're alive, so I always feel a bit guilty when I feed the cat. Right, is that going to work? I've made a kind of sauce with a bit of water, so it is turning into a cat cookery show now. There we go. There we go. Right, there we go. I don't think there's anyone there yet either. So, oh, there is one person there. One person's responded, Boggingtons. Hello, Boggingtons. Now, this is crazy early, so thank you very much for joining me. I promise it will be fantastic, even if it's just you. That's fine. Let's just. But the kitten's got the food waiting. Oi. Right. Okay. We're going to go straight into it with you. Oi, come here. Do you know anyone in this sector, this general arena, that is after food? Have you heard any rumours of someone that's hungry, fluffy and scratchy? Have you? Well, come here then. Please. Come here. Let's have a tail squiggle, then we'll consider. There's a squiggle. She's squiggled. Right, come here. Are you going to go little? What does that mean? Come here. Are you not as hungry in the heat? Right, she's gone little. That's enough for me. Up we go. And she's purring. Show her to camera. Ah. There we go. Okay, that's progress. She's eating. She wasn't eating yesterday. She didn't eat the heat. Right. Let's flick the hair back. Hello and good morning and welcome to a fantastic edition of Washing Up Club. My name is Ben Rufus Green and I will be your washer-upper for today. We've got a lot of excitement. She's not eating it. She's not eating it. Do you know how long that took me? I made a kind of soup for you. We've got a lot of fantastic content today. We've got spoons. We've got forks. I'm washing up my 1 millionth knife, which I'm very excited by. And I'm not including hacky knives. I'm including like knives that you use for the main food. So we've got the millionth knife. I've just got something in my eye as well. That's content, something in your eye. You know, what is it? What's in my eye? I don't know. Let's abandon that. So, I hope you all had fantastic weeks, or one of you. Just in case you've forgotten, my name is Ben Rufus Green. I like to say my name as often as possible. It's part of the brand, you know. It's part of the brand. So let's get tidying up that old washing up. That's a catchphrase I'm trying to use. Oh, hello. So this is the old recycling that's partially dried, and that can go straight in there. So right, I broke the 5k curse. I've been going for runs 4 times a week for many weeks now, about 5-6 weeks, which I'm really happy with. But I was just going for 5k, and then when I finished my 5k, I was like, I can't go any further. But yesterday, I pushed myself and I went on an 8k run, which is good, which is very pleasing. What's wrong with you? Why are you off your food? Is it just the heat? A bit worrying, isn't it? I think it's just the heat. So, yeah, yesterday 8k, today back to 5k because I wanted to get Washing Up Club done. So I was just so excited to see you all. Pardon me. Right, that's a sieve. There's no other way of saying it. That is one hell of a sieve. We've got quite a lot of glasses to wash today. So that's one thing. I mean, that's a thing, isn't it? It's definitely not a thing. Gravy boats. We've had some lovely gravy in that. Boggingtons, I don't know if you're still with us or if you're feeding that greedy fluff ball Otto. Otto was the name of our first Chihuahua. I'm sure I mention that every time I mention Otto. Otto. So this is, so you've, yeah, is your cat eating normally on this hot day? It's going to be bloody hot today. It was bloody hot yesterday. Yeah, I did the 8K quite early. And I tell you something, I was quite dizzy with the heat when it came back. This is annoying when it does this. They've got grooves in these things, so when you turn them up, they're technically still quite wet. Oh God, who's that? What's Crummy doing? What's Crummy? There's no body combat today, so no hurry. Well, I think we should still go. Crummy's just stood me down for body combat. Is she online though? That's the thing. Oh God. Oh, there's so much washing up to do. There's so much. Is there too much? No, there's not. And those of you joining me for the Sip-along-a-thon, I know this is an early one. I'm not expecting great viewers. I mean, I've got one great viewer, Boggingdons. Am I right? Our cats are eating okay, if that's what you asked. I was flushing their poops, so you might not have heard. Hero. That's a 70s racist joke, Emily. Hello. Crumb and strawberry shortcake. Is that, or do you mean hero? Right, what am I doing? The drink-along-a-thon. We're going with a classic, an undisputed classic for the drink-along-a-thon. Yes, it's water, fizzy. That's very nice. As you can, well, you may surmise, I've just got back from a run and I've gone straight into this. I'm not afraid to look sweaty and disgusting on camera. Been there, done that. I watched your walk stream yesterday. Oh, thank you, Boggingtons. Well, it was inspired by you. Yeah. We had a selfie stick and I was able to extend it and turn it around so that it was on us. Oh, you just watched it, haven't you? I don't know why I'm telling you this. But no, on Will and Grace they say that. And hello. Oh, I see. Yes, okay. I think I remember that now. And what are the thoughts on our walking stream, Boggingdons? I put it on YouTube actually. I've started another channel called Washing Up Club Adjacent. MJ did it. Well, he didn't do it first, did he? I mean, I'm a big fan of his, but I think it's one of the things on Twitch, isn't it? It's a Twitch thing. But I don't think I'm on the wrong side of you, since it's just you, me, and the crumb, it would seem. But let's do an early one. That's what I said. I said let's do an early one. Now, Emily, one of the reasons potentially for an early one was the possibility of body combat. I've said it. Okay, we live in a. So I'm not going to say what time it was, but does that mean you don't want to go to the gym, Crumb? Or because I'm still okay to go to the gym. We could go to the gym. That's what I'm saying. Hashtag that's what I'm saying. Very nice stream it was. Ah, you see, Crummy, Boggingtons gives the seal of approval. We should do another one of them. Do another one round Pedna How long is too long for a walking stream, or does that not exist? Okay, it's that time when the old plug goes in, like so. I'm so annoyed Body Combat was cancelled. The washing up liquid goes in as well. Actually, let me find the music first before I continue in that vein. Let's find the bloody music. Every so often I'll message it to someone, and then in the message that is where I find it. I cleaned our stoop. We have a stoop. Yes, sir, we have a stoop. Right, where is it? Where is it, for God's sake? Right, here we go. Let's just see if it's all keyed up properly. Oh, you blast. Right, this is so irritating. My thing's on the fritz. Are you going to work or what? No! I want it to come out of the speaker. Start again, shall we? Right, thank you. Okay, let's get this water rushing. Face palm, facey. Oh, it's not facey, is it? What am I calling you? Hi, hi. Let's go. Let's go. Rushing up. That's good. I've got another W. Let's try it. Let's try it. I need another word for club. Let's do that. No, leave it. I need to rinse. Just let it drip dry. Here we go. This is happening. Not very hot water. I can't wash these. I don't know where our pipe cleaner is. That's an exclusive. That'll be on Have I Got News For You next week. Washing up. What? Is that W? That's a good W. What do I normally do? Nice vibe there. Cheers from my red cottage with white windows in Sweden. Oh, look at that. That sounds lovely. Sounds like a fairy tale, a Swedish fairy tale. So I'll be particularly English today. What? Eh? Am I right? I've forgotten what your shorthand name is. Feast. Is it Lil? What's your force? What am I calling you? Ah, my hand's stuck. Oh, God, it wasn't. You see, look at all this. It's exciting. This is what people are missing. I've actually got my hand stuck. So, Boggingdons, a quick question. And in the meantime, Feast Little Prout, can you tell me what I can call you? Because I like, is it Lil? Lil, it is Lil, isn't it? Oh, you know what? Anyway, Boggingdons, it was quite nice. Well, it was very nice. Feely, thank you. Well remembered, Boggingdons, or read if they've put it somewhere earlier that I didn't see. Boggingdons, how were Emily and I as because we were on the other end. I watched you doing the stream. I watched you live, and we were asking questions. Were we quite good at that? I felt we were quite good, but I don't want it. I don't want to blow my own trumpet. I'd rather someone else suggested that we. I mean, did we do a good job, Boggingdons, of being your watchers, which is a Buffy reference? God, it's so hot. Why do they cancel Body Combat then, the swines? Right, so, nice club. This week on Nice Club, what did I do? Saved a bee. I saved a bee yesterday. It was it yesterday? No, it was Wednesday, I think. Yeah, Wednesday I saved a bee. It was on the pavement. And it didn't want to be saved. It didn't know I was saving it. It was like it wasn't flying for some reason. It's gone from the schedule on Wednesday as well. It's the main reason I joined. You were great watchers, far better than I was a content provider. Nonsense. You know what? It's just really interesting. I think maybe me and Emily, or maybe me mostly, were jabbering too much, because what I liked about your stream, Boggingdons, was just enjoying the scenery. Going, oh look, that's different to ours. It's just nice to see a slice of life from someone else's, perspective. If that makes any sense, I think it does. Right, okay. Now, Feely, you are in Sweden, and is it an hour ahead or an hour behind? So it's 9 o'clock here. I saved 12 insects from drowning in an open air pool. That's very nice. That's extremely nice, Crummy. I expect, nothing less of you. You're a very nice person. In fact, I'd go as far to say that you were lovely. So the kitten hasn't wolfed down her food, Crumb, it has to be said. Ah! Ah! Right, okay. 1 hour ahead. 10 o'clock. There you go. See, I do the math. Do we have any questions for our Swedish watcher? Have I been to Sweden? I have been to Sweden. I've been to Sweden when I was very young, maybe about 7 or 8. My dad had to go over for a business trip, and I went with him. And they were so nice, the Swedes. It was just what was it? I was really into toy soldiers there, and there was a Swedish lad who was at my dad's contact's house. He sounds like a drug dealer, actually, my dad. He wasn't. And he gave me all these little soldiers, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. Because I was obsessed with soldiers when I was little. So it took me 45 minutes to swim through 30 lakes because I kept finding insects and couldn't leave them. That's very nice of you, see? What a lovely little crumb she is. Lovely little crummy crumb. So that's my experience of Sweden. Now this is Emily's kind of really good plate, isn't it? Morning, clubbers! Morning, Matt J. Davis. This is a topical plate, Christmas. So what's the story with this plate, Crumb? This is bone china as well. Emily bought a cup recently, a mug. You've got to keep an eye out. Bone china, unfortunately. But I mean, I'd kind of be all right with it because if you're allowed the odd mistake as a vegan, but it's just quite disgusting that china's got bone in it, isn't it? Like a dead animal in it. Ew. Maybe that's just me. Disgusted. So here we go. As I say, we've got the millionth knife being washed up today. Surely that's cow bones. We've been watching a lot. We watched a lot of detective stuff last night. We watched a really good Poker Face. Does anyone watch Poker Face? It's like a kind of, it's got the Russian doll actor, the New York girl, and she's playing a detective. Well, no, she's a kind of sleuthy person. She's not like a police officer or anything. And there was one about a rock band last night, and I think it was the best one we've seen, haven't we? That one. And then we watched a really good Columbo with George Hamilton. I'd forgotten how good that one was, actually. I thought it was one of the more kind of forgettable ones. I think what happens is, whenever I go through my Columbos, it's at this stage where I kind of forget and it goes off. So I'm not that familiar with these latter Columbos as I should be. And I'm very excited to see Kim Cattrall in a Columbo because I worked with her, and I can, she had to drop out, scheduling issues, but I met her a couple of times for Cockfield's reads through. I was busy this morning, went from my apartment to check the cottage, which is 1 kilometre away. Here, I need to boil water to get warm to wash up. Are you washing up as well? Is this a wash up along-a-thon? There have been mice, but we have a neighbour cat watching. Ooh. And the mouse hole has been fixed. Wow. Nice to hear that you have been to Sweden. Yes, very, very nice. I loved it. And is the Swedish, there's a genre that we call, I think it's known as Nordic Noir. Nordic Noir. So like the Killing with, what's her name? What's that bloody... Hello? Right, come in, please. Come here. No, that's the wrong way. Oh, little fluffy shit. Emily's made some lovely food this week. So we had fake chicken with mash. What was the mash? Bean, was it broad bean mash? And then was it broccoli or cauliflower? Or neither of the above? Might have been broccoli stems. Yeah, the Killing, is it, what's her name? Lund. Parsnip mash. Yeah, is that Swedish? The Lund actor. The character with Lund in, is that the Killing? Or is it the slathering? But anyway, what are the Nordic Noir? Is Nordic Noir, do you know it as Nordic Noir? That's a Danish show, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm so sorry. I think you might be right, Boggingdons. Are there any Swedish? Sorry, Lund. Yes, that's right. But Lund is from Denmark, isn't she? Sorry about that. And the bridge is that what's that between? Is that Denmark and Sweden, or am I getting my wires crossed? I'm just trying to bring in a few Swedes. We had Swedes. Did we have... No, Matt, we had parsnip. This is a disaster, isn't it? Okay, there was Wallander. Okay, yep. With... Who was the original Wallander? So there's a Swedish version of Wallander, isn't there? And then it's been remade a few times. Kenny B played Wallander, didn't he? All right, well, I'll keep an eye out for that. And that's good detective stuff. Right, Crummy. So, are there any other classes today that we can go on, or is it? Are you? Because I'm happy to go to that centre. I don't want to say too much on the. This is a very. I'm gonna try something out. This is the what's annoyed me slightly this week. It's a chance for all. We had vegetable curry and sticky toffee pudding as well, and pancakes. Yeah, the pancakes. Emily makes these amazing pancakes. Emily's mum was down this week, who's allergic to blueberries, apparently. So, blimey crumb, impressive. Yes, very good. So, normally, the pancakes will have blueberries in and chocolate actually in, but only a little bit. And they're so tasty. But they didn't have them in because of Emily's mum. But they were still very tasty nonetheless. Now, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, things that have annoyed you slightly. So, my friend on Insta was posting all this stuff about him clearly filming something in America, okay? And he was hashtagging it with the name of the film and linking to the web page and the Instagram site as well. So literally loads of photos, and I was like, oh, I messaged him and said, oh, what's going on here? This looks exciting. He goes, I can't say too much about it. This is him after him posting like loads of photos and there being like a whole web page to it. So it's like, oh, don't be so silly. Of course you can. But it annoyed me slightly, only in a jokey way, only in a little jokey way if you're watching, which you're not. So maybe not a jokey way. But do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? A little bit like, come on, a little bit annoying. So has anyone else got any annoying things they want to get off their chest? Things that have annoyed you this week? This is your chance to air them. Now I feel better. I feel ruddy better after talking about what's annoyed me slightly. We had strawberries as well. We did have strawberries. And I read how good strawberries are for you. I've kind of gone off the flavour of strawberries just because I think they used to taste better when I was younger. But these, oh dear, look at this. This is going to take, normally when it comes to spoons, I take my mind off. And I just get the spoon, give it a little scrub, stuff comes off. But this one needs my full attention. There we go. There you go. Right, now. Here it is. Yeah, it may look like a regular kitchen knife. Not a kitchen knife. What do you call this? Just a knife, I suppose. But this is the millionth knife I've washed up. Let's just look at it for a moment. Look at that. Just a regular knife you'd see. Could be any knife, but the importance of this, I cannot express how important this knife is. There you go. It's beautiful, isn't it? You know, let's just look at this knife for a minute. They're well designed, aren't they? You put your finger on there for a sawing action, and then you can put it around the side for bringing food in, and sometimes you can even put food on there. If you were a knife expert, you could balance peas across there, couldn't you, and just put them into your mouth like that. Aren't knives great? In the right hands, knives are great. So that was the millionth knife. A bit emotional, actually. So, what's going on here? Interesting comment from... Oh, hang on. If you visited Ystad, there's a coffee place where some of the noir has been filmed. Ooh, thank you for directing me there, Crummy. I forget what I'm supposed to call you again now. Is it Lily? No, what? What am I calling? Can't remember. I've got a lot on my plate, okay? I had millionth knife to wash up here. Or is this the millionth knife? No, that was the millionth knife just then. I was counting in my head. It's a lot to take on board, having a count. Feely. Thanks, Crumb. I remember it like Philo, but Feely. That's how I remember it. FYI, Feely. So I hope you stick around because I'm memorising your name now. Right, I'm quite hungry, Crummy. So, did you have a plan for breakfast? This isn't a demand. It's just if you don't, I'll sort myself out. I'm such a chilled out guy. I'm so nice. So Sunday, Sunday. What's the plan? We can. There was a carnival in Chesham yesterday. Most of the town was out. It's pretty busy actually, wasn't it, Crummy? I've not seen it that busy before. We went to the park as part of the carnival, and it was absolutely packed. It was literally had to walk through like that. Pancakes or bacon or both. I don't know if I want both. But anyway, so the park was extremely busy. And then on my run this morning, I ran through the park, and there's hardly any litter there. So that is a testament. Could have bacon rolls or pancakes with bacon. I don't like the idea of pancakes with bacon, I'm afraid. Sorry to be a Lovejoy. Is a Lovejoy someone that is inappropriately loving? Come on, don't be a Lovejoy, or stops love. I suppose is that what Lovejoy could be? No, no, hang on. What would a Lovejoy be? It's a thing. All right, Crumb, chill out. Calm down, Crumb. Whoa, Crummy. I'm joking. I never speak to her like that, ever. That's my little Crumb you're talking about. I always do a bit of acting, Feely, if you don't know, just in case there's any casting directors involved. Are you a casting director by any chance, Feely? These are a few of my faces I can do. That's quite a good face. It's kind of clenching up the nose muscles. Yeah. It's good, isn't it? Good face. I'll just hold that there for a minute. Oh, it's itchy. My nose itches. Oh, God. Right, you. Bloody right, you. I had a Zoom meeting with Eyes on Legs, but I might be in his short film. Well, I think I am in his short film actually, just in case he's watching. But he's only known as Eyes on Legs on here. So I'm gonna have to recalibrate to call him what his real name is. I don't know if you know what his real name is. I don't want to say it just in case I don't know. Is it called doxing people when you say their real name and they're like, no, that's not right. Don't say that. That's a secret. Whew. I tell you what, pulling that face has taken it out of me. I'm absolutely exhausted now. And I've just been for a ruddy run. I'll stop going on about the run. It's boring, isn't it? Boggingtons, are you into your health and fitness at all? Any? I'm really into it at the moment. That's why it's at the forefront of my brain. I said it a bit Australian there. Well, Crummy, what I'd like to do today is certainly to feed the ducks. Maybe have a bit of a rounders session. We tried playing badminton in the park last week, and it was a bit of a disaster actually because it was windy. Where's Windy? Windy's not here. So I was very naughty sweet-wise yesterday. I had loads of sweets, but weirdly today I'm kind of a lot lighter than I thought I would be. So that's good. I've been doing the weights at the gym. Have a look. Let's have a look. Are you ready for Gun Watch? Gun Watch! Nothing there yet. Thanks. The address of that place is Linsgard 3, Yesad, a bit of modern history, a bit of modern film history. We're going to the gym. We need to record podcasts and enter our film to the festival. Oh, do we? Oh, are we? Yes, we are, Crumb. I'm just joking. And maybe we should offer to help Cakey with the... we've got Crumb here, Cakey next door. So I used to be in the Territorial Army. I've told you that before. And our neighbour is a lieutenant in the army. And I was asking him, if I was in your platoon and I'm off duty, what happens if he was my neighbour and I was I was one of his privates? Would I have to call him sir if I saw him over the fence? And he said, yes, you would. I'm like, fuck that shit. That's I don't think I'm very good with authority. So I was just thinking about Keiki and all that junk he's disposing of for us. Yes, he's very nice. Very nice neighbour. We'll have to get him a bottle of wine or something. Or do that classic thing, get a bottle out of the recycling, fill it up with like Ribena or something, then as you're going to give it to him, drop it. So it smashes. So that he's gone like, so it's like, oh, sorry, that was really expensive. Oh well, never mind. Yeah, we could do that. Do you want to do that? I bought Peter Falk's biography, which is called That's One More Thing. So I'm looking forward to reading that. That'll be a few books away. I'm reading a Flashman book. Does anyone know who Flashman is? If I'm going to assume you won't. Well, for those of you that don't know, Flashman is there was a book called Tom Brown's School Days, and in it there was a bully at Tom Brown's school who featured a very minor character called Harry Flashman. And then cowardly bully who was expelled. And then this writer called George MacDonald Fraser, or Fraser, has taken this character, Harry Flashman, and invented this whole background for him. And this background is that he's like a cowardly officer in the British Army in like Napoleonic Wars times. So, and he's like a bit of a Forrest Gump figure, like he's at every famous engagement and meets every famous person. So it's very interesting, and yeah, I love it. He's kind of an unreliable narrator. There's all these footnotes. There'll be and then I saw him do this, and then there'll be a footnote. You read it up at the back, and the author Fraser will say, Flashman is wrong about this. This never happened. So it just gives it this really weird, authentic feel, which I really like. It's quite racist. No, I'm not a director. Made an animation once, 1.30 minutes long, with some film friends in Lund, actually. Oh, is Lund a place? Oh, I didn't know Lund was a place. I thought Lund was a... Lund is also the name of the character in The Killing, isn't it? One of them has an English dad, actually called John Vietch. He liked whiskey and cigarettes. Well, he sounds quite old. He sounds like a detective. I like my whiskey. No cigarettes. No go. No, solve a crime. I mean, if I was to be a detective, I'd like to be... Because all these detectives, don't they? They have drink problems and stuff. And I don't think that would make you a very good detective. I think that makes you unfit, hungover, and shows that you're an addict. Just joking. But what about a detective that's a vegan? What about a detective that's a slightly skinny vegan? That's me. If there are any casting directors watching, that's me. You're looking at your next hit show. So, Feely, have you been to the UK? Have you been to Britain? Have you been to England? Let's be more specific. Have you been to England, glorious England? Are there any words in English? I might be being patronising. I'm sorry. That you want me to that you want me to pronounce. That you're like, how do they say that word? That's probably ridiculous, isn't it? Sorry, that's ridiculous, Feely. Forget I said that. I'm so sorry. Why am I like this? I start off with good intention and I just end up sounding like a fucking idiot. Crummy, there's so many plates here. God dear. Boggingtons, if you're still there, where's Dr. Steve? Is he next to you, asleep? Or is he up and about? So that's a very personal question. You don't have to answer that, Boggingtons. You don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that. So, yeah, Eyes on Legs is a short film. I think I'm in. Emily and I are... Well, I think we're gearing up to make another short film. Oh, of course, I'm a language freak. Actually. Because we had a visitor for 3 days exactly, Crumb. I know, it just asking the question. Because I was listening to a podcast with the Americans in, and they have some very strange pronunciations that I've not heard before, like citron. I say citron. Eyes on legs, oh my God! I say citron, but in the podcast, the Americans were saying citrion. I'm like, you sound so silly. Citrion, indeed. Stupid fucking Americans. No, I'm just joking. I'm just having a little joke. I love Americans. American friends. I think they're the most wonderful creatures on this planet. Crummy. Look at Crummy. She's so crummy, that Crummy, isn't she, really? Yeah, that sticky toffee pudding she made, absolutely incredible. With I don't know if you're aware. Just had to pop in and say, huh, I've never seen an exterior brick wall. There's also a brick on the exterior. Hang on. What's that from? That's from Have I Got News For You, isn't it? Hello there. It's Dusto1. First time chatter. How do you say potatoes? I say them potatoes. Is that good? I mean, I think that's correct. How do you say potatoes, eyes on legs? I sometimes say potatoes. No, I never say potatoes. I say, tatties is another one. Spuds is a little nickname for them. But yeah, that kind of thing, potatoes. We have it's Dusto. We do have a brick wall, which you can see a bit of brick wall. Can I just chip in about the potato pronunciation? Oh God, here we go. Matt J. Davis. Oh, chip in, beautiful. I like this, Matt J. Davis, when you do a quip, and I'm like, I don't notice it's a quip until I finish the sentence. That's beautiful. Absolutely incredible, Matt J. Davis. He's out the gates. So yeah, if you're still here and you like bricks, there's brick. Full on brick there. Yeah, brick. Brick, prick. Just a joke. I was once on an English B&B where the host said eggs and beans and tomatoes. Eggs and beans and tomatoes. It's obviously quite difficult for me to work out your pronunciation. He is the quip king. He sees a quipportunity. Do any of you use quipportunity? You are, as I always said, you're more than welcome to, as long as you credit me. And I'll get the royalties in. Quipportunity. Quipportunity, copyright Ben Rufus Green. I had an improv teacher. What country you in? England. What country you in? It's Dusto1. Where are you calling from? Where are you calling from? I'm English. This is a Southern English accent. I don't know what you might. Oh God! Right, that is what was in there. This is Washing Up Club. It's Dusto, and it's the kind of club that does exactly what it says on the tin. A lot of red font fans here today. What are there? Well, on mine, I've got Boggington's Your Pink. It's Dusto is green. Matt Davis is green. I want to come here in my lifetime, and I'm from the USA. Lol, lol out loud. Lol out loud is a ha ha ha. That's a lol out loud, isn't it? Ha ha. But I heard earlier you said you hate US. I didn't say that. No, I just said about the pronunciation of citron. How would you pronounce? Well, what's the point of asking? You can ask me how to pronounce stuff. What other words were there that? Because I listened to a James Bond podcast from America. I didn't say I hate the USA. I love the USA. I watch loads of stuff from the USA. I don't hate the USA. Honestly. Can you change the font colour? Who? Or I suppose you can, can't you? I mean, I want green. Because of my surname. For my bloody surname. I think I just spat in the water then. It's a bit revolting, isn't it? Right, it's time to change the water. Been contaminated. I'm also watching Dusto. So we watched Poker Face last night, which I loved. I love detective shows. We did a Columbo. Oh, that's my afternoon sorted, trying to find the right settings. Sup. I like that. Okay. Right, is it time to change the water? Before we change the water, though, we're going to do a little bit of recycling. And yes, you may call me the recyclone. Right, let's just give that a little squiggle. Get that. I think Crumb is in the bath, actually, the bathroom. And I need another set of water. I need another set of waters. Excuse me, sorry about that. Don't know why I'm belching. I'm not eating anything today. Maybe it's a fizzy water. Question. Was it like having a royal family, or whatever it's called? It is called the royal family. Now, people love them. Some people love them, some people hate them. I was speaking to one chap. Are you going to see the coronation? He goes, no, I'll get them all down the job centre. Work shy layabouts. I was like, oh, okay. Not a royalist. I'm okay. I know that they do bring a lot of, tourists to the country, but it just seems crazy the amount of money that's being spent on them. Have I ever met a royal? I saw the Queen once. I was about 7 floors up and I saw this tiny little Queen. It was when I was working at the BBC. The BBC, we love the USA, especially Hawaii. We're not Trump fans, though. No, we're not Trump fans. Hope that's not going to... yeah, the royal family. We've got a new king at the moment. I'm interested in what's going to happen to our money. So, because you don't have, like... Who's the newest president you've got on your money? Does that make any sense? Like, have you got, like... Do you have presidents on your money? Or do you have, like, inventors or... Biden, Joe Biden. My dad claims he shook Lady Di's hand once. Ooh. Oh, yes, I like Joe Biden. I liked Obama a lot, and he was the VP, wasn't he, Joe Biden? Anyway, I don't really want to talk politics. He's terrible. Oh, you don't like Biden? Do you prefer Trump? Well, I quite like him. I don't like Trump at all, I'm afraid. But that's just me. Is Biden not popular in America? I prefer no politics at all. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, that would be good. I'm wearing a Captain America t-shirt that I won in a pub quiz. Morning all, early one today. Yes, windy. Yes, windy. As a Brit, I like watching the coronation. It was quite a spectacle, but yes, annoyed they cost so much, and they are not all good people, but they do bring in tourism and are part of our national identity. Very well said, Crumb. Very well said. Windy, how are you? How the devil are you? Yes, it is an early one. I thought, you know what, let's do an early one. You missed the millionth knife. I washed up my millionth knife. Oh, God. Now, Crummy, I hope you're not about to have a shower. Crummy's my tenant. Where's that kitten? I think she's outside in the heat. So, Crummy, are you about to have a shower? Because I need new water. Now, Dusto, if you're still here... wait, so when the Queen passed away, did they really shut the country down? No, it didn't shut down. What happened? No, the country didn't shut down. It was just, Queen's dead. Like the older generation, my mum was like, I kind of viewed her as a mother. You know, I grew up, she was there all along for me. So that you can understand why that's a bit distressing. Right. Crummy, I'm putting don't have a shower. Now, Dusto, you hang on for this, okay? Got a piece of music that plays every time the water runs. And I think you're going to like it. I think you're going to like it. Now, I did an American accent course because I'm an actor. I'll show you a double take just to... There you go, actor. So, right, let's just clean off this. I don't think that went that well, did it, that cleaning? There's a bloody flaked almond in there. Okay, now, here we go. Now, eyes on legs. Are you ready for a little tune? Oh, God, my nose is itchy. Right, let's see if we can get to it. I need a better place to put my music. Ah! Stop this nonsense. Right, okay. So bear with me. Is that it? No, that's an image. I sent this to someone. Audio, here we go. Get out of this, Dusto! Jez is not here. Washing up, washing the grease away. Washing up club, washing the grease away. Eyes on Legs did this. This is him singing, isn't he good? Ah! Thanks, it's so I'll take that. It's Dusto. I always get confused about what to call people. Woo! How about that, eh? How about that? Right, okay. Here we go. This is a chopping board. Not my favourite chopping board, I have to say. It looks a little bit dirty all the time. Do you see that? Can't get it out. Listened to the Chatterbangers yesterday. Very good bangers. Eyes on Legs. Yes, I bought his single. I bought the single. I don't know if I'm allowed to play it. They issue warnings. It's not very full, is it? What was I thinking? Was I even thinking? So, Dusto, what's your favourite British show? And I was... I wish... Did you really? You didn't, did you? Did you really play it at a gig? Eyes on Legs, Washing Up Club. I'd love it if you did. They were like, what the fuck is this? Top Gear. Ah. Ow, it's as hot. Well, it's hot water. What do you expect? It seems just in this pocket is hot water. Top Gear. Do you not like comedies? Like comedies? Like, I don't know. What's Crummy said? Cheers, great fun. Because I was going to put on my Seinfeld t-shirt. Do you like Seinfeld? I love Seinfeld. We've seen him live twice. And I like to think he saw me too. Yeah, I love Seinfeld. We're rewatching it at the moment. Because I've watched it so many times. It's not the massive priority to watch, but it's something, you know, if you want a little palate cleanser, you pop on a Seinfeld. But I don't want to be a pirate. I really only watch action movies or post-apocalyptic movies. Oh, do you play games, Dusto? One Foot in the Grave is good. Oh, I love One Foot in the Grave. You can't go there, surely to goodness. Bit weak. But you know who I meant. I'm playing Dying Light 2 at the moment, which I love. British sitcom, that is, that Ben is in. Oh, I see, yeah. I don't believe it. I don't... But, it's quite interesting, to me it is. In later episodes, he wouldn't say the whole phrase. He'd just say, I don't... I don't... And then stop because he got sick of saying it. Okay, he's so good. Everything he does is believable, isn't it? The most ridiculous things, he gives it this real believability. Oh, God. Right, so if you like Simon Pegg, Dusto, in 20 years... I'm 20 years old! Why have you said you're 20 years old? Did someone say something that was elderly? What's this? What time is it? Why have I been awoken? Well, Dr. Steve, you've been awoken. You've missed it now, but there was the millionth knife being washed up. That's one reason. Another reason is I'm doing a saucepan. It's a frying pan, actually, in front of your very eyes. And you know what? As you'll hear... Oh, bubbles. I'm going to put a little bit extra washing up liquid in there. That's for you. That's dedicated to you, Dr. Steve. You can take that to the bank, whatever that phrase means. You asked if I play games, so I said, how old am I? Oh, I see. This is a little thing of mine. I forget the questions I asked. Of course I play. Okay, right. Okay, that's what. Right, so Dying Light 2, I play. I'm not really... I like World War II games. I like Sniper Elite. Any of these? Oh, but post-apocalyptic wise, is Fallout the best one? Dying Light 2 is really good. Where am I? Here I am. Oops. Now, what is this, you may ask? Any walking stream later? Oh, we might do, actually, Crummy. We might go and feed the ducks. And we could stream that. And put it on my Washing Up Club adjacent. Yes, sorry about that, Dusto. I forgot I asked you a question. I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I'm so crazy. Yes, anyway, you said you like Simon Pegg. Well, I was an extra in Hot Fuzz. And you can see me when he's about to leave. I don't know if you've seen Hot Fuzz. There's a scene where he goes, you think you can get rid of me? Well, let's see what the team think, eh? Let's see what the team think. Then he opens up the door and the team's all there saying, good luck, whatever his name is, Nicholas. And I'm below the K of luck at the back. I don't believe I have. Well, you're a very well-mannered gentleman. Oh, I missed the kitten. Ah! Come here. Oi! Got a kitten, Gusto. Got a kitten. That pan looks like a bad one. Well, you'd think that. I've got faith in that. I've got faith in the guns of green. Come here. Come here at once. Oi! Oh, she's gone upstairs. It's over. The dream is over. I wanted to show you the kitten, Dusto, sorry. I've messaged Jez. Why have you messaged Jez? Right, look at this, you see. Coming off quite well. We watched a really good... Oh, hang on, that's a bit... You were right. Jez... No, Dr. Steve, you were right. I've got a bit of a grolly in my throat. Right, here we go. Look at this. This is quite pleasing, actually, when they're like this. It's just a curry. I said it was a lovely curry that Emily made. He did a walk yesterday in that heat. Oh, it was bloody hot, wasn't he? It was bloody hot. We'll walk around Amersham. Yeah, we could. I'd quite like to. You know, we're not done with. Right. Okay. So this detritus here. Oh, you can't see. That's filth. You guys got it good though. It's my own dream to own a right-hand drive vehicle, and that's standard for you all over there. Yes, it is. I can't even drive. If you can believe that. There we go. Look at that. Out vile jelly. That's King Lear for you. Bit of Shakespeare. Again, if there's any casting directors watching, I can do Shakespeare. Do you like the stench of desperation that comes from Washing Up Club sometimes? It's USB, you know, stench of desperation. Yeah, we were watching Columbo yesterday and we love those big American cars. They're massive, aren't they, in the 70s? In you go. Oh. What fruit or other snack will we be rating next? Well, okay, so I think I'm going to go for blueberries. No, not blueberries, blackberries. Ah! No, they're clean. Oh, God. Crummy, am I getting the kitten delivered? Let me just dry my hands. I'm getting the kitten. The kitten's coming. The kitten's coming. Shh, the kitten's coming. These pretzels are making me thirsty. What is that quote from? That's from Seinfeld. That's from when Kramer's got a line in a Woody Allen film. Give her to me. I can't get to it. I'm going to get your hair. Sorry, Graham. Right, this is what we call the kitten. Look at that on her shoulder. Can you go behind the camera? Let's get a bit closer. Right, I'm going to put her down. She's turning.
Did she get a breakfast?
Well, she did, but she's not eating it.
We shown it to her.
Yes, I put her face into it. How did you do that? How does she meow with an English accent as well? Does that sound like an English meow? Meow. That would be American. Now, what would an American accent meow be?
You do a voice, don't you then?
That's how she speaks. She goes, screw you fuckers. I'm going to scratch your legs. And we're like, no, please, stop. She's like, yeah, do you like this? She scratches us.
Where's my food?
Where's my fucking food? What do you call this muck? We're like, please eat it. We spent our last fortune on it. Okay. A lot of the times, these oven trays aren't as bad as they seem. You know, they get a bad press, don't they? Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. That was quite a good kitten moment there, wasn't it? I think we should feed the ducks on our next walk, Crummy, if we go today. It's 4 a.m. here, so I'm going to go count some sheep. Oh, okay. Well, lovely to see you. It's Dusto. Please subscribe. And what else? Should I say anything else? Dr. Steve, you're the expert. Subscribe, please. And tell your American friends to come and watch Washing Up Club. That was quite an English way. Where's Norman the hairy one? I do not know. What about Amersham ducks? I don't know where the Amersham ducks are. What if we can't just betray our Chesham ducks because we've got, you know, we're filming. Lovely to see you, Dusto. Thank you very much for coming along. I'm kind of wrapping things up soon anyway, FYI. You know, I always leave them. Love those ducks. Well, you should see the greedy little bastards when we try and feed them. Okay, it's now time for Magnum Watch. How many Magnum packets have I eaten this week? I haven't eaten the packets, have I? Okay. I can't stress this enough. Do not run with these. Okay? They're scissors. Are you mad? I followed you, not my usual cup of tea, to sit and watch an Englishman wash dishes, but I've enjoyed the time I've spent in here tonight. Farewell, brother. Well, farewell to you. It's Dusto. 1. Hang on. Was it's Dusto already taken? And you're like, oh, man. God damn it. I want It's Dusto. I'm going to go It's Dusto 1. Anyway, yes, lovely to see you. If you've got any other post-apocalyptic game recommendations, like Days Gone, I'm intrigued by that. But I'm in the middle of Dying Light 2 at the moment, which I like. A bit of parkour. Ah, parkour, monsieur. 7. 7. Why has he said 7? Why have you said 7? Did I ask a question that... You liked being on my shoulder, didn't you, Willow? Right, let's get this clean. Look at that. I've torn it in half. That's the strength. Bye-bye, Dusto. Check out the Cockfields on YouTube. What do you mean? I won't get any money there that way. Not that I get any money from it, I don't think. Well, presumably, I haven't mentioned the Cockfields much this episode, so I will. What I'll do is I'll talk about the time I met Kim Cattrall. Now, obviously, Kim Cattrall is a legend. Last of Us. Oh, yes. Oh, Last of Us. Yes, I've played that. I forgot about that. I've played that many times and I love it. Joel. Ellie, baby girl. So yes, Kim Cattrall. So when I got the Cockfields, I was overwhelmed because I was this little fish in a big pond with all these amazing actors. And then nearer the time of the read-through, it became apparent that Kim Cattrall was going to be in it. I was like, oh my God, she's like Hollywood. She's in a Columbo. So very excited to meet her. And then we had the read-through. I met her. Yeah, we had a read-through for us. And then there was another read-through. So I met her, yeah, maybe we did like a couple of episodes. Anyway, she was very polite. She asked me about being a vegan. She said her partner was vegan. Yeah, really nice. It's not as good, interesting anecdote as I thought it would be, actually. Sometimes you start with the best of intentions, you end up just spouting shit. And that's what just happened there. And then scheduling issues, and she couldn't do it, which is very, very sad. But yeah, it was. But so we got Sarah Parish instead, who's brilliant. I love her. I love her to bits. So not complaining for a second. If you're watching, Sarah, I don't think so. Can they get the BBC iPlayer in the US? I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he's gone now, but I wanted to ask him what he thought of your tune, Eyes on Legs. So Eyes on Legs, you didn't play Washing Up Club, did you? Or did you? I think you were joking, weren't you? In my opinion, Ben, I think you should do the next Doctor Who. I would like to do Doctor Who. I'd like to be bloody in it. At any rate, if there's any casting, I've done that line already. Can't be going back to that line, for God's sake. Okay, I'm coming to the end of my tether. Yeah, totally agree, Windy. Thanks, Crummy. Thanks, Crumb. Thanks, Windy. Thanks, guys and girls. I had to do a northern accent for an audition this week. It was all right, actually, I think. It wasn't completely embarrassing. And then I had to do a northern accent tried it for when I had a chat with Eyes on Legs, who I had to call by his real name, because it was all confusing, wasn't it? It was really awkward. It wasn't really. I do want to play it like, oh, you should. It'd be a nice little, because it's not that long, is it? And as you've got, yeah, it's about, was it 2 minutes or something? It'd be a nice little segue. I bought your single. Has everyone bought Eyes on Legs' single he did with David Earl called Happy Happy Girl? Downside Up. What's one of the lines to prove I bought it? Side up down. Side up down, that might be it. Right, end of the tether is reached. I'm sure you're sick of me. I'm sure you're bloody sick of me. I know you're not. I know you're not. I'm just being self-effacing. Make sure you tell the fans to come here, Eyes on Legs. Yes, Washing Up Club, see it like, well, you know, it's his gig. Yeah, you're right, Eyes on, Crumb on Leg. I'm getting confused now. I'm getting massively confused. Okay, so just a little bit of finessing. Final couple of things to wash up, then we're going to let that water go out. Has anyone got something that annoyed them this week they want to get off their chest? You know, I've told you about that guy that was posting all this stuff and then said he couldn't tell me anything about it, even though he literally posted the whole plot or something. Crumbs in lap. Crumbs in lap. It took me a while to work that out in my head. And I did in the end, Dr. Steve, so I'm one smart cookie. I'm absolutely ravenous now. Getting hungry? I'm getting hungry. Why don't you wash up properly? You see, I shouldn't be shouting at the washing up. What did you think of the sticky toffee pudding? It was incredible. Really, really tasty. And I was worried that it would just taste like dates, but it didn't at all. You wouldn't be able to tell there were dates in there. And then the Florentines, absolutely incredible. Very good. Very, very good skills this week, Crummy. In the crumbing department, in the being crummy department. Marmite nuts. Marmite nuts. Who do you think you are? Marmite nuts. Cold custard. Fans. Fans, ha! They are fans of yours. So you're not Eyes on Legs when you do gigs? I think you're having an identity crisis, Eyes on Legs. Who are you? Who are you? Look in the mirror and say who you are. I'm Eyes on Legs. I don't want to dox you, which is a word I found out recently. So this is absolutely filthy, this water, which means it's... Before we go, has anyone got anything that annoyed them? Someone filmed me singing yesterday, and Chatterbix retweeted it, embarrassing. Oh, wow. That's good though, isn't it? It's good that they're retweeting your work. Let's give it a little shake. Shake it up. Should always be the opposite. I agree in a way if I could remember what I was agreeing to, but I can't. Okay, so before we go to the end, does anyone have anything that annoyed them this week? You've got 5 seconds to tell me with a yes, and then we'll listen to it. Like, you got 1, you got 2, you got 3, you got 4, you got 5. No, right, okay, thank you. Okay, so we're coming to the end now of Washing Up Club, which means that we get to play out with a rather wonderful tune that only some people call the Washing Up Club theme. Let's get that volume down. Not him shouting in my ear, thank you very much. Okay, so as the water goes down, so do all our problems from the week. They gurgle down the plug hole and disappear down the drain of life. And that means we're all going to have fantastic weeks, okay? Good things are going to happen to us because we're good people, and good things happen to good people. I think that might be one of the best ones I've ever done. We had ours with vanilla ice cream, which is basically ice cold custard. What a lovely thing to end on. Should I wait for the music to finish? I don't know. I think my end gambits take a bit longer normally, so perfect. Thank you, Dr. Steve. If that was for me, I'll assume it was. Dance. All right, you guys. I'll do the dance of the 1 tea towel, not the 7 veils. That stain looks a bit suspicious, actually, doesn't it? I want to make a compilation of your dances. Woo! Washing club, washing the breeze away. Hooray! Oh, I can't. Oh, I forgot to cool down. No, not yet. Pardon my dancing. Plate dancing. Oh no, I've broken the plates. Oh dear, you guys, you're crazy.